Pregnant mom waited 9 years to give birth, then a miracle took place. A Massachusetts dance teacher took her own life amid intense postpartum depression just 9 days after giving birth to twins. Ariana Sutton, 36, died at her home in Norton, 40 miles south of West Boston, on May 31, a week and a half after giving birth to her son Rowan and daughter Everly. She'd previously suffered from severe postpartum depression when her daughter, Melody Kai, was born 4 years ago and required emergency room treatment. But Sutton and her husband, Tyler, an official with the Easton Police Department, decided they still wanted to expand their family and had medication and a plan prepared in case she was beset by further mental illness issues. Nonetheless, the speed of his wife's decline following the birth of their twins took Tyler by surprise. "I didn't think it would happen so quick," he told Boston 25 News. "She loved being a mom. It was her favorite thing in the world, and that her death has nothing to do with the children. If she could have, she would have stayed." The twins, a boy named Rowan and a girl called Everly, were born prematurely but are doing well and are set to come home from the hospital in the coming days. Tyler Sutton is now faced with the prospect of bringing up 3 children alone. He said he wants to raise awareness of the terrible impact of postpartum depression, which he said was not widely understood. "Get more people to focus on it and recognize that it's a real problem and it hasn't been talked about enough," he said. "When we first dealt with postpartum depression, we were in the dark. We weren't prepared. We weren't warned." His wife, who grew up in Easton before studying for a BA in dance education at the University of Arts in Philadelphia, loved her work and family. She worked at the Starline Academy for the Performing Arts in Stoughton for 5 years, and then in 2013 bought the dance school with her sister, Raina Flattery. Ariana thrived at inspiring children with the joys of dance and was an avid animal lover, her obituary states. Her greatest joy was spending time with her family, especially her daughter Melody. But Tyler Sutton said the cloud of depression remained, and she was embarrassed by it. It was like a lingering shadow behind her, reminding her once in a while that it had happened and making her feel ashamed, he said. He said the change in his wife after the birth of their children was shocking. It was so odd to see this sudden change, and it was so noticeable. "Like I said, we had a plan. We put her on medication right away." Ariana and Tyler had discussed the prospect of her depression returning when deciding whether to try for more children. They were delighted when she fell pregnant with twins, as it allowed the couple to welcome 2 more children with one pregnancy. The couple had lined up a therapist and a psychiatrist and thought they were prepared for it. After the birth of Melody, it took months for the worst of the postpartum depression to take hold. "But this time it took days. We thought we had time," said Sutton. Harrowing video clips shared by Tyler showed Sutton excitedly showing off her newborns in an incubator just days before her death. Another older video taken shortly after Melody was born showed Sutton's evident delight in being a mother and the close bond she shared with her adorable daughter. A GoFundMe set up to support the family has raised $339,000 by Friday evening. The weight of this tragedy is unimaginable, but together we can offer our love, strength, and financial assistance to help this family through their challenging journey, the organizers wrote. Ariana, a vibrant and devoted mother, was eagerly awaiting the arrival of her twins, Everly Irene Sutton and Rowan Stephen Sutton. Unfortunately, their early arrival brought unforeseen challenges, placing an immense strain on Ariana's mental health. Despite her relentless efforts to seek help, the burden of postpartum depression became too much to bear. Our hearts break for Ariana, her babies, and the Sutton family as they now face the unimaginable task of moving forward without her. With his wife's story gaining national attention, Tyler says his goal is to get people talking about PPD, including doctors, and to make sure there are more resources in place to help moms in need, which can be as simple as providing them with phone numbers for therapists and social workers. Reaching out for help does not mean that you're weak, Tyler says. It means that you're recognizing that there's a problem and that you want to get better so that you can get back to being the parent you want to be and to start enjoying your family. There are effective treatments for PPD too. We have more treatments now than ever before, Meltzer Brody tells People, organizations like Postpartum Support International offer resources for those seeking help, she adds. For now, the Suttons are taking life day by day as best we can, he says. Melody has remained in a somewhat normal routine since her mother's death, as recommended. She took it very hard, Tyler tells People, but we are able to bring her back to get her on track so that she could keep being a 4-year-old. Meanwhile, family are lined up and eager to help as the twins are preparing to come home. I'm just really thankful for everyone that's reached out, Tyler says. It means a lot. The Easton police officer also says that hearing people join in the conversation about PPD fills me with some hope. There might be someone out there that's having trouble that can avoid our story becoming their story, he adds. Please share to make awareness and help others with same issues and give us a thumbs up.